you should be able to see your.
Yeah, I can't see what I'm doing. That's
Oh, you guys need to mute.
You want to put your hand up when it's the right time? Yeah. Okay. Just keep it inside your coat until you're ready. And then put your hand up. If you want to warm up, just hop in.
Oh yeah, it's nice for running it.
Are we live? Can everybody hear me over there? We're alive. We feel the cold. Okay, we'll get started. Well, here we are. We're at the sunset of a beautiful day, crisp day. And we're going to get started with the commemoration, we'll call it, of 350 plus years that our community is here, that our people are here. My name is Stan Kapashisit. I'm the board chairperson for Moose River Heritage and Historical Association. Did I get that right, Cecil? Hospitality, yeah. We call it, we lovingly call it Mr. Ha as a short form. But thank you for those that are gathered here. I know there's some people inside keeping warm and having chili and bannock and that kind of stuff, which is good. But before we begin, I'm going to ask our elder here, Geraldine Governor, to come and say an opening prayer for this occasion. Geraldine.
This God, this time, spice our some the more than 300 patients that are going to go on throughout the year to and take care of us and look after our community and sitting on this and all the people that will be involved and pray for all our communities as well. And see health, good health, and this will go well for us as well. And remember those things that are those good things, those gifts that our ancestors left us, those things that they suffered for many years that have been brought back to us now, that we carry those forward. And ask that that of truth and reconciliation, those things that we are trying to work on as well, that we be guided to do these things in a good way.
Hey, Gretch, Geraldine. Okay, we're gonna hand the mic over to our executive director, Dr. Cecil Chabot, and my mom, Bernice Kaushisen. She's the co-chair of this year-long commemoration that we're going to be participating in as a community. So, without further ado, I'm going to hand over.
And thank you all of you braved the cold to be with us here today. I'll keep my words pretty brief. We have a vision of what we hope to leave behind after. One where young people know who they are, where they come from, and where they're going. And because we've got a few special guests who have to leave, we're on a timeline. I want to pass it over to Bernice right away, and then we'll invite the Mayor Wayne to come forward. Chief Mervyn is joining us later to make the first words, the official opening, but Mayor Wayne has to head out fairly soon, so we'll have him up next.
From Moose family, born and raised.
time to come and spend time this we wanted to ensure that that throughout the past number of years, 3 years, we've been had many meetings, of course, and the planning that goes into it, and here we are. We're so happy to be here. Thank you for again taking the time and join us for each of the events that are taking place throughout the year. We're really excited. Sorry, we are waiting to end
It's a great pleasure to be here. Together with your gathering. I'd like to thank long before that. So it's a great pleasure to be a part of this. Encourage everybody to get out there. And we're going to be together. Like making tickets factory for a year.
that I'm a co-chair of this guidance direction.
Cold today. My stick away so I don't hit anybody. But one of the things I want to say right off the bat is it was on October 26, 2021, an important event took place here in Moose Factory, Moosonee. The Mukamek people, a collectivity of Y dialect Cree who have lived here for many generations, voted in favor to make Moosonee Moose Factory as their permanent place of residence. So that was a very important day for us, very historic day. And 58% of our eligible voters voted that day with a clear majority at 67% preferring Moosonee as their place of residence. And I want to acknowledge too that James Bay is the homeland of the Cree EU of USC on the east side of James Bay and Omuskegwa Cree on the west side of James Bay. And of course, most Cree's homeland is here at the bottom of the bay. And today we celebrate 350 plus years since the first European contact to this area. And these people came on their own. And after many generations and years of living side by side with Moose Cree and others, we have learned to coexist with each other. And I was thinking about that the last couple of days. And that is a very key thing that's happened for us over many years, mind you. But we learned to coexist. And my hope is for peace and goodwill going forward, and that we can live together in harmony. That is my wish. That is my desire. That is my prayer. So let us celebrate and commemorate this event as an opportunity for reconciliation, acceptance, and peace.
We're doing things a little bit in reverse order today, just because of adapting to the cold. We're really waiting for Chief Reverend Chichu of Moose Cree to welcome us to Moose Cree homeland, which has become a home for many other people, myself included. I was born here. This is where I fish in water. It's amazing to be back here. And I want to ask Deputy Chief Earl Chichu to come forward and say a few words now. Thank you.
I dig. It's cold, but we're going to do it. You know, it's an opportunity. I see. You know, this time. You know, this time is critical. An opportunity for us all. You know, me too. Like it's. I've been thinking. It is. You know. I'll tell you a story. A few years ago, on weekend, I got ready in the morning, packed some stuff up to go on a skidoo. My wife, Christine, got up. Where are you going, Earl? I'm going home, I told her. Going home, she says, what you gonna do? I'm going in the bush. I'm gonna go spend some time in the bush, I told her. That's where I'm going. That's my home, I told her. And she sort of got it after that. That's my place of, you know, being out on the land. It's our home, and I'm speaking for. That's how a lot of us are. We feel that pull sequence, like it's every one of us is you know, have that place. But here on the island has a lot of history. It's more than 350 years. I've seen my lifetime. I've seen a lot, but also listening and you know, looking at some of the research. It is you know, a strong community. I've seen examples. Being you know, when we come together, we're one and we're really strong. But you know, it is our home also. It is you know, everybody's here. Everybody here is their home also. So forward, and it's you know, we're gonna do well together, and it's got a lot of work, and it's so the chief's gonna be coming in evening later, and it's want to hear. Yeah, you must be looking forward.
So, I'd like to ask our MPP, Guy Bourgault, to come forward and say some words as well. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Guy Bourgault. I'm a member of provincial parliament, and I think it was important that we come to the more than 350 years grand opening ceremonies. You know, government, we say, you know, in a time of truth and reconciliation, we say we want to work with First Nation government to government. But we have to do more than just say that. We have to respect treaties. and we have to be transparent. If we are going to move forward, actions have to be stronger than words. And we need to be, in a time of truth and reconciliation, we have to step up to the plate. Vice versa. I think government needs to step up to the plate and live up to the commitments we have signed. Because I fly in and a lot of communities, and your communities are beautiful, people are beautiful. And when I see that all the riches, and yet some of the communities are struggling, well, we should be ashamed as a government. And we should respect First Nations a lot more than what we're doing right now. So I want to thank you. And I know it's a year-round ceremony. I intend to be here as much as I can to participate in the ceremonies. But again, thank you for inviting me, and I'm sure we have a chance to chat and move forward together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bourgoin. So I think we'll pass it back to our chair board.
Thanks, Cecil. Mr. Ha has a role in, we all have a role, all us people. And throughout the year, you'll see and participate and be involved in a lot of activities and a lot of events for the communities. So hopefully, we'll have warmer weather for the next one, which is Saturday. But that'll be inside at the JBEC gym in Moosonee. So there's many activities planned throughout the seasons. And we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to hosting those important events and celebrate our community. Moose Factory is a proud community. We've been through a lot as Cree people. We've invited and welcomed many guests. And really across the world, there's a lot of bloodlines, family names that go around the globe. And these things are important to us, important to our families. So yeah, with that, we do have some chili and bannock over at the Healthy Babies facility over there across the way. We have a fire going in the Chaptwan, and sliding still happening. And we're probably going to witness a beautiful sunset right behind us when the sun goes down. And then we welcome the full moon that's going to appear tonight. I don't know if we'll see it tonight, but hopefully we will. And I think, the torchbearers. Okay. I'll pass the mic back to our MCs, and they'll kind of explain what's going to happen for the rest of the evening. There's some fireworks that are going to happen as well. But thank you for coming and standing in the cold with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Stan.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, our ancestors adapted, right? Like, even though they were stuck in the bush, at the camps for a long time, but they adapted, and that's what we're going to do too. But I wanted to mention that we have some torchbearers that'll be coming in on snowshoes as a symbolic gesture from, Weshkich. So we do have Frances Sutherland and some of her families. I think there's 3 of them at least that will be coming. They're going to be carrying a torch, symbolic of our ancestors wanted to mention that which is our Meliscamin celebrations. We also have that be part of gathering of our people and Pre-Fest, and at Tuckwagon in the fall. We're going to be having a Knowledge Keepers International Knowledge Keepers Conference. So we're all looking forward to all that. We also want to mention that there's going to be an original music documentary, an album about from original music written by so many talented people that we have here in the region. We're excited about that. And also, yes, you'll notice during each of the events that there will be filming throughout, and the good documentary of that the full year. He's talking to me.
Sorry about that. I was just checking out where we're going to have our bonfire. Alongside the MPS Moosonee Public School Choir, singing them in, and then we'll have the official opening words from Chief Mervyn Chichu, welcoming all of us here to Moose Cree homeland for this amazing beginning of this tremendous year. And I know Bernice, I was a bit distracted, so I'm not sure, I might be repeating some things, but we've got many things planned throughout this year. Each of the 6 Cree seasons, heritage celebrations, an international knowledge keepers conference, which we're planning for Tuckwagon in the fall, joining in with the regional gathering of the regional Cree Fest and the Moose Cree gathering of our people, and other projects, all our relations, family, genealogy, history project that Paula Rickard is heading up. We've got an honoring our veterans project that we're working on with a major center for the history of war and society at the University of New Brunswick. They're partnering with us on a project honoring the many veterans from this area. We've got a music album project with local musicians contributing an album that will be released at the end of the year. We mentioned the documentary film. We've got Pingwa, which is a nonprofit that teaches science and tech to young people through digital storytelling, among many other things. They're here, they've been working with students locally. So we've got digital storytelling projects in the school. We've got a Cree Beaded Hoods project. And if Lori's around, I might ask her to say a few words, but if she isn't, that's fine. All right, she's not here. She's taking care of some other things. We have an amazing team of people that have pulled this together. People who I think we often describe it as trying to design, build, drive a car, figure out where you're going, find gas money, but it's working. It's an amazing thing coming together here. So our choir has arrived. Hopefully you stay warm. We'll be welcoming the torchbearers probably in about 15-20 minutes. So what other things do we have? I think that's good for now. So if you haven't gotten any chili and bannock yet, please do so. If you need to warm up, there's the actually all the choir members, you should go over to the Chapatuan or go get chili and bannock if you haven't had any yet. And you can also warm up inside the old Eco Lodge as well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We should announce and ask people to gather on the ice. So we'll, in about 15, 20 minutes, we'll gather down on the ice here at the bottom of the sliding hill to welcome the
These guys are gonna sing, so that'll be here, okay?
Not here.
Our MPS choir is getting ready to sing on the torchbearers come in and like the bonfire down below. Just queuing up the music here. It's a bit loud.
Okay, so which way do you want to make it? Three.
Face this way, and then we'll. Like this, like. Our torchbearers are just getting set. We're gonna ask. I'm gonna ask our board chair.
Hello. Before we kind of disperse, we wanted to ask our chief, Mervyn Chichu, to come up and officially welcome everybody and, you know, get our commemoration year going. So, okay. So the agenda kind of goes like this. We're gonna light the bonfire after the torchbearers come. Then we're gonna watch a video on the front of this cube van here in front, and we're gonna get ready for the fireworks after that. So I'll ask our chief Mervyn Chichu from Moose Cree First Nation to come up and give us our official welcoming. Mervyn.
Just now, sir. Last one, the reduction, you cannot show dark check. The Mount Chitaya, the Masas College 350 celebration that she got the mark. Last one is the birthday boy and the man of Shish. Sit here, they're going to get I just wrote a few words here that I want to share. Good evening, everyone. It's a nice chilly evening. The kids don't seem to mind it. It's just us older folks that can't handle this anymore. Oh, yeah. So I'll just move a little closer here. Okay. So I'm pleased to welcome everyone here. Those of you that are in person and those of you that are joining virtually. On behalf of the Moose Cree First Nation, I welcome you to the Moose Cree First Nation traditional territory. And I understand the 350 events have been planned now for some time to recognize the 350th anniversary of the founding of the moose sport in 1673. Those of us that are about my age will remember, I think Bernice was in my class, we graduated from grade 8 when they celebrated the 300th back in 1973. And moose sport became in 1670. Moose Fort became Moose Factory when a fur trading post was established here on the Moose Factory Island. I think it's important to recognize and celebrate our Cree culture and history. And I believe that's what's going to be happening throughout these events. And I include our shared history with non-First Nations people and also those that have moved here to Moose Factory and that have visited here. I see the themes involving hospitality and reciprocity. These are certainly qualities that the Cree people of this area are known for. I do want to state that while we are recognizing the 350th anniversary, the Moose Cree people of these lands lived here from time immemorial, and that historically what is now known as Moose Factory Island was a traditional summer meeting place of the Moose Cree. Our people did not live on the island year-round like we do now. The Moose Cree people were spread throughout what is now the Moose Cree homeland, hunting, trapping, and fishing. When the fur trading post was established, Moose Factory Island became even a more central place, drawing the Cree trappers and their families, but also non-native First Nations people that worked at the trading post and surrounding services. I personally was born and raised here in Moose Factory, and I love this place. Isn't it a beautiful place to be in the James Bay area? I recall my dad was a hunter and gatherer, trapper, and And so since I was small, we were always out on our trap line on the west side here of James Bay, Wapsiu CB, White Owl Creek. I grew up in Shigokau area, roamed those lands as a boy hunting birds and eventually hunting the big game animals. I moved away in 2001. I want to share this story with you. To Sudbury, came back in 2019 when I got in the street. But you know, in August of 2001, I told my dad, I said, let's go to our camp. I didn't tell him why, but we went out on the boat. When the tide came in, we went to our camp. And after we got there, I walked out into the mud flats where I used to hunt birds as a boy, where I eventually hunted geese and wild animals. And I sat on a log and you know what I did? I started to cry when I was sitting there. And I said, God, I'm moving away. I plucked everything when I moved here. I never thought I'd be back. I sold stuff I didn't need and I took the rest of it to Sudbury. And I wept as I sat there on that log because I grew up in this place. I thank the Lord for the opportunity to be out on the land and the richness and the healing that takes place when you're on that land. I wept for quite a while, thanking God for the memories that I'm going to be carrying with me for the rest of my life. And I don't know if I ever shared with my dad that story. My dad passed away a couple of years ago here during COVID. And but it was a very emotional moment with me because I grew up here. I grew up to love the land, and I was taught the hunting, fishing, and trapping, and also seeing people out on the land is always a beautiful thing. So those of you that are here tonight, we certainly welcome you. And so I support and welcome all efforts to raise awareness about Cree culture and heritage, and also awareness about Moose Cree's shared history with non-First Nations population and also those that have moved here. And that began many, many years ago. And I think many of us have become good friends over the years. And I appreciate that. I have friends from many years ago too. People that have lived here and have moved away. I still keep in contact with many of those people. We develop strong friendships that are going to last a lifetime. So I want to thank the committee. I guess not all of you are here, but those of you that are here, Cecil, Bernice, and Stan, and the rest of the committee that's worked so hard to plan the events that will take place. And I want to say welcome, and let's have a good time. Let's enjoy the events that are going to take place as we celebrate our culture, our traditions, and all the other activities that are going to take place as we celebrate the happenings here in Moose Factory. So, miigwech, kinalaskam do miswe. Have a good evening. I'm freezing now. My right ear is frozen.
Thank you, Chief Ribbon. Our torch bearers are arriving. We want to head over to the hill just to welcome them, and then we'll come back up for the video, and then we'll get ready for the fireworks after that. I think Doug's getting ready already. Thank you.
I think that's all you put it.
Start.
Translates as receiving with gratitude and a desire to give back. Reciprocity, sharing, generosity, hospitality, honoring, and gratitude.
The Moose River Heritage and Hospitality Association is working Wajie. My name is Bernice Kapachisen.
And my name is Virginia Barter.
As co-chairs of the More Than 350 Planning Committee, we are pleased to invite you to participate in the commemorative events and activities we are holding from March 2023 to February 2024.
June 2023 will mark 350 years since Moose Factory was established, but the focus of our commemoration is a history and heritage that is more than 350 years in the making and extends well beyond Moose Factory Island.
Today, the Mikisew Besom is full,
marking the beginning of Sequan, the first season in the Omashkego lunar calendar.
An opening ceremony to launch the year-long commemoration of more than 350 years in the making, Moose Factory in Omashkego Eski, from time immemorial to 1673 to 2023.
The celebrations will continue past Sequin, springtime, into Meliskamen, blooming time, Nipin, summer, Aquagan, autumn, Mikaskal, freeze up, and Bipun, winter. Finishing with a closing ceremony in February 2024, marking the end of the Gishe Bisam Great Moon lunar cycle.
Throughout these 6 seasons, we are planning events and land-based activities that include music, art, culture, language, sport, history, and heritage.
Our goal is to celebrate and commemorate a living history and support holistic community development founded on principles such as Milu Bimatswan and Shawanchigewin.
Shawelchikewan is our More Than 350 motto. This Cree term translates as receiving with gratitude and a desire to give back. Reciprocity, sharing, generosity, hospitality, honoring, and gratitude.
The Moose River Heritage and Hospitality Association is working with its co-founding jurisdictional members, Moose Cree First Nation, Mokripak Ewood Council, and the town of Moosonee, as well as individuals, organizations, and partners in and beyond our region.
For more details on our plans, consult our webpage at www.mrhha.ca/more-than-350.
You can help make the More Than 350 initiative a success. Please consider joining us with your ideas, events, initiatives, programs, inputs, talents, vision, and resources.
So come and be part of this history with us. Miigwech.
Thank you for considering our invitation.
This is Stan Wesley's Moose Factory Heritage Moment.
Oh, are deadly.
This has been Stan Wesley's Moose Factory Heritage Moment.
Nung sumuy kong tendang deka itu time Nung sumuy mak tendang deka cinaptime Nukunuy lupang dan deka cimanjay Nukunuy say tendang deka sakmati.
The moment I hear the familiar keys of geese above the swamp canopies, these memories rush back to me like water on the roots of my family tree. Springtime in a snowblind, sipping that tea, late fall in a 20-foot V-stern. In a swamp in a winter with the snowshoes on, following tracks till my feet hurt. You connected me to my destiny, you taught me you'll be a native means. In the shade of the trees, you made me believe in something sacred and free. On the land, you'd be forever with me, making me see was the greatest gift that you could ever give me. Always have your strong essence in you, taught lessons. Calm presence in the reflections of the sun rising over the tree-lined horizons. I'm rewinding this time inside of my even if it seems I'm moving slow through the rain and through the snow, I'll proudly hold my past to my side. Son of one of our last great men, one with the river, the land, and the sky.
Nung sumuy kong tendang deka itu time Nung sumuy mak tendang deka cinaptime Nukunuy lupang dan deka cimanjay Nukunuy say tendang deka sakmati.
I was blessed to hunt moose with my mooch from 3 generations on the river cruising. Once came back soon cause he ran out of smokes that year. No shooting, no rack in a boat. Really wish that he brought just one more pack. The cigarettes took his life and that's facts. Now I wish we could have just one more chat. So much inside that I have to ask, but really mostly I want to say me Gwetch. He helped mold me as proud as a Cree gets. I hope he forgets encouragement. They're the messengers from the world within. Never left this earth with the earth they spin. Every lesson learned will be learned again. And rest assured we'll return to them. We're the last great women and the last great men.
You're so cool.
Rewind it.
So we sat on evergreen boughs. The firelight flickered on the teepee wall, and our father spoke as we sat and listened of how they lived their life out on the land. And the shadows dance to the firelight. She began to sing, he began to drum. How they lived their life deep in the forest, how they stayed alive and gave us life. All the times they spent only each other, all the nights they had holding each other. Now those days are gone forever. As the morning light came, listen through the tree, packed our things away, traveled on the river. Our father led us out, away from the storm. Gotta make it home, he said, before the light goes down. All the times they spent only each other, all the nights they had holding each other. Now just to see them again. And I don't know which way I'm going, but I know they'll be in my heart. All the times they spent only each other, all the nights they had holding each other. Now those days are gone forever. Now those days are gone forever. Inside the secret.
From my ancestors. I'm packing my old Dabanask. This is my traditional outfit for my snowshoe ceremony. I'm putting on my snowshoes for the first time. Snowshoeing on the land of my ancestors in Wabaskak. I feel close to nature. This is what being an Innu means to me.
You say it's coming fast. Check your looking glass, baby. Stock market's gonna crash. Where will you hide your stash? It's crazy. Love is the only thing that's gonna last. Don't put your heart outside yourself. Your heart. Be here tonight and nowhere else. Someone has learned to lie. Her heart is swollen pride, angry word. Took my number off the wall. Promised she would never call anymore. Love is the only thing that's gonna last. Love is the only thing that's gonna last. Floodgates are open wide. Food shortage on the rise. It's no fantasy. And for the love of gold, they have future homes, or we could live beneath the dome cities. The old ones had it right, getting hard to stay on this little island. Love is the only thing that's gonna last. Love is the only thing that's gonna last. Corporations benefit and strife. Individuals gonna sit on the welfare line. Who needs another green? Save the tree. Gonna sell them to another country. Get up off your knees. Nothing is gonna last. Don't let them tell a wicked lie. Wicked lie. The rich get rich and the poor ones die. Remember your treaty rights. Don't let them take a big bite of your land and your life. The final test has come. Don't forget where you came from and your history. Look into your past. Remember your history. Don't forget the prophecies. Love is the only thing that's gonna last. Love is the only thing that's gonna last.